and we will be having a special display in the museum dealing with fast fossils. You'll get to see our fossil fish in the middle. See the one in the middle there? The one who's vomiting? He's a huge fossil upstairs and unbelievably heavy. It'll be screwed onto boards that will hold it up. But a great section will be dealing with how you can't form fossils slowly. Last week, remember, we showed you one of our fossil fishes. Grab that for me, please, Craig. And we actually showed you here, as we've got it on the board there, that we broke this up and you could actually see the intestines of the fish preserved, because our whole aim at the museum is to show them the truth. M-U-S-E means to think. Most people go to a museums. Amuse means to not think. A meaning not in the old Greek and sort of Latin derivation. So when you will come to think about this fish, fossil fish, it is definitely evident that if its guts are preserved, then it was buried before the guts could go rotten. Now, as I said last week, I'm a fisherman from way back. I fish with mullet gut. You buy it fresh, and by the time you finish your fishing trip, you make sure you throw it overboard. It's stinking rotten already. But there's the close-up. All the details of bits preserved. Now, at the end of this program, we're going to go one step further, because we have all sorts of fossil fishes that we've been checking the guts on. But yesterday, Craig and I went over with another couple of guys and a couple of builders who were there to begin rearranging the inside of our seminar room. You see the new murals that have gone up? The one on the left-hand side, illustrating the drowning pose of dinosaurs, head kicked back, tail up and over. And in most of the dinosaur fields I've been to, if you find a whole skeleton, that's how it is. And of course, to explain where the dinosaurs fit in, we don't have David Attenborough calling a dinosaur God. We have the truth of the God who has told us exactly how history has proceeded. So come along to our open day, see some of our giants. I mean, look at our giant salamander at the bottom there on the right-hand side. Where would you put him on the timeline? Well, the answer is it can't be much after the flood, because actually before the flood, even the salamanders would have lived up to 1,000 years. And a salamander which never stops growing would be a big salamander. Now, Joe's going to get me a fossil, a present-day giant salamander that looks a pipsqueak by comparison. There's our fast fossil feather scam explaining everything. See the Velociraptor cast we have on the left-hand side? That's the one that will be up on the wall on the day of the open day. That's a real cast. It's got feathers on it. But what was found? The one on the right. No feathers at all. All right, there's the fossil we showed you last week. Here's where we were prepared to sacrifice it. So, yes, this research does cost us a bit. We have to sacrifice some of our really great fossil fishes. And there's the close-up. Can you see it? Yeah, let me see. It's rather hard. The light doesn't work on this one.
Just about see it, yeah.
Just about see it there. All right, so that's what we're doing, and we'll be finishing this section, Joe and I particularly, on a new research project as we extract the muscle tissue and all the sort of things from these fossil fishes for display.